Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond. The Houston Astros lose a home series to the Seattle Mariners. Did everything in their power to give that away, and they did. Brian Lima is not here today. Josh behind the camera to on the camera. Producer Garrett stepping right in, third chair.
What up?
Boys? Sometimes you spin your wheels and it's a little muddy. And I don't know.
That's a bar.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, those last two innings go differently. We're feeling totally different about the last.
That's the
about
conversation
whole
of the
homestand.
season.
The whole homestand.
If those last few innings went better, that is sums up the first month and week of the season.
What is that now? What, like 1 or 2 and 10 in one-run games?
We're 1-9.
1-9.
1-9. I keep saying it, broken record. Your manager, his record should be determined on one-run games, wins or losses. Joe Espino's 1-9.
I do agree with that, but at the same time, he pushed the right buttons.
He did.
You go Abreu in the 8th and you go Hader in the 9th. That's what they are there for. That's their job.
Do your job. Bill Belichick. Do your job.
I did the math. Check me on that because I probably am wrong. But I believe the Big Three have directly caused us to lose 5 games.
Fuck the
this
Big
season.
Three.
It's
I'm
just
the big me.
Yeah, there you go. That's relevant.
That is a cultural relevant.
very topical right now.
They are not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
You're choosing sides, dude. You're choosing sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 losses.
That series started off great.
Oh my God! Stole a victory. Had great at bats. Like it was a John Singleton series.
Yeah, he did everything he could.
Saturday you just got beat. Saturday you just had was it Gilbert?
Yeah, you had Gilbert
Who
just shoving.
shoved and
Kramer didn't have a bad game, but Gilbert just
Yeah, I mean that's baseball. I mean he had the game plan was with Gilbert. Obviously you have a guy that's filling up the zone with a lot of strikes early. He's not nibbling. He's hitting his spots. And a lot of the Astros were going up there, swinging first pitch or swinging second pitch, and we get outs, blah, blah, blah. You look in the 6th inning, he's like at 62 pitches.
a lot of fly ball outs.
And there was so much discourse online of like, these guys, blah, blah, blah. I was like, that guy's getting paid
Oh no!
to get this guy out, and he has nasty
let's
stuff.
Not act like the Mariners didn't just set a record for most consecutive starts by their rotation, allowing 2 runs or fewer. Like they've been doing this to everybody.
I
That's not
think
an
they have the
excuse,
best
but
starting rotation in baseball.
They do. I mean,
Yeah.
statistically, 100%, they have the best starting rotation for sure. So I mean, while you don't want to make excuses, like you just got beat. You just got beat.
And you went toe-to-toe with the division leader as of now and the best starting rotation in baseball, and
Yep.
you should have taken 2-3. And
Yeah,
you were,
they almost did.
You were 6 outs away from taking another series, and the momentum was right there, and it felt like you got the Mexico City series, you got the Cleveland series, you win the Friday night game, you just got to get one of the next 2. You get 3 series in a row, you have a happy flight to New York.
The difference between a 4-2 homestand and a 3-3.
Yeah,
And the Friday night game was huge too. That 7th inning was
awesome.
that was Houston Astros baseball right there.
It was loud.
Yeah.
Minute Park was rocking. Everyone that's watching or listening, hopefully you guys stayed dry. I wasn't on the episode Friday or Brian because got stuck in flooding on the north side. We got more rain in those 3 days than we did in Harvey.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous.
That's
And
I
just
don't
out of
I don't
nowhere.
I almost don't
Did
even
anybody
believe
know it was
that.
coming? Did
No,
anybody
it
tell
was
you?
just
Nobody told me.
Well, the thing was like the running joke, and you'll see it when we get into one of our next segments, the Sweet Green. We shot some content with Jeremy Pena.
Yeah.
And it starts raining on Thursday and pouring at the house, like legitimately street flooding. And I'm texting y'all, and I'm like, guys, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Like, I'm getting in the car. I'm getting the 97 Impala. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I'm going to get down to the chute. You text a photo of just sunshine. And I was like, am I living in an apocalyptic world right now? Because this makes zero sense.
It was perfectly nice downtown.
It was fine here,
I
a little
was-
cloudy.
I was figuratively and literally on an island with you guys because you guys were just made me think I was going crazy. I was like, it's freaking storming.
That's so funny.
And so everyone listening and tuning in on the north side, hopefully you guys stay dry. Let us know if you got any water damage. We'll find someone to take care of you guys. But moral of the story is you just dropped another series that was winnable. 1, 2. I like seeing the John Singleton resurgence.
Yeah. I mean,
Boy, he literally. Let me take it back. John Singleton has been putting really good at bats together when his number was called during the Jose Abreu, working through it.
Yep.
There wasn't a lot. We talked about it. It was like maybe 25, 30 at bats, right? The Jose Abreu stuff happens. John Singleton is the starter. Everyone's talking about Joey Luperfido. Joey Luperfido is going to be great in the outfield. I love that he's getting his feet wet in Major League Baseball, playing a position that he knows, not being thrust into first base.
Yeah.
John Singleton took that job, is now running with it, and I love that. Sometimes it just takes an opportunity. Sometimes it takes confidence. I don't know if someone in the front office, whether it's Dano, whether that's Espada, whether it's Baggy, whether it's Biggio, whether it's Crane himself. I don't know who said it when it was like, hey, this is your job. Go get it now. Like, go play. And, boy, if it wasn't for the Tyron home runs, the bat flips just got me rock hard. just absolutely rocked.
Pause.
It's no, unpause. No.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? Yeah,
I was torqued.
He meant what he said.
I meant what I said.
All right. It's found money at this point. The biggest issue at the beginning of the season, outside there's other issues, but the biggest one people have been upset about is production from the first base spot. Now, John gets the chance, and most people, I would say 90% of people, didn't have high expectations for John getting the starting spot. I don't think anybody would have predicted he would just immediately start going off. It's great. The problem is, you fix that problem, and you should be winning. And then now you have the problem with the big three.
You know what it feels like? One of those old cartoons where you're in a wooden ship and water seeping in, and you stick your finger in,
and then
and then there's another one, and you put your, and then you have to put.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like right now. You're
There's
just
holes in the boat.
Holes in the boat, and boats and hose. And hey, look, 764 OPS, 435 slugging, 329 on base percentage, batting average for our guy B Lima 258, 16 knocks and 62 at bats.
That'll do.
You want to take? John Singleton gets 2 more home runs short porch right in New York on this trip. 2 tanks.
That's actually.
That's a good take. I like
Maybe I
it.
should take more than on John.
More
Singleton.
than Prize Picks. He's Code Apollo at sign up. Look, when you're seeing the ball the way he's seeing it, and the confidence is oozing out of it. With the bat flips are going to section 125.
Yeah.
I think that could be a stabilizer. Breggy's eventually going to turn it on. We need him to get it going. You have Chaz, who's on the IL. You're kind of running you have Tucker, but you're also running everyone else in left or center right now, trying to figure out the right formula. If there's ever a series that you're going to get right, it's going to be when you're being booed nonstop by the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
And look, these aren't the New York Yankees that we know. Juan Soto has completely changed this franchise into, I think, believing that they have a chance. I think when you look at the Houston Astros and what they've done the last decade, they've been the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And Juan Soto's the only one that's been I've made that guy bleed.
Yeah.
And he's carried that mentality, and you could see that rubbing off on the other Yankees.
He's they're not impenetrable.
Right.
Yeah.
They saw the bully get punched by another bully,
Yeah.
and everyone in the cafeteria is like, you can do that?
You're allowed to do that.
But that's only Juan Soto. So the Astros game plan literally is do not let Juan Soto beat you.
Yep.
And I guarantee you they're going to pitch to him, and I guarantee you I'm going to go off on the internet because we are calling it at 11:07 Tuesday, May 7th. Do not pitch to Juan Soto.
Yeah.
I guarantee you when we record this next episode, hopefully Perry's on Friday, we're going to be like, why the hell did we pitch to Juan Soto for 3 straight games?
Are you calling for an intentional walk every
I'm pitching around him, let him
pitch
get
around
himself out. If no one's on. If you get a solo shot, you get a solo shot.
Make him swing at a ball below the zone that grounds out, something.
You want that lineup to believe in something. Let him come up at a big moment and get a big hit. That place will be rock, especially against the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
So I am not letting this guy beat me. I'm circling his name, and this goes back to 2019. I'm circling his name. Do not let this kid beat you.
Yeah.
Do not let
Well-
do not let it happen, please.
Before we get to a full Yankees series preview, I think this new place we moved into, it took a little bit, but the dogs finally made it over here.
The dogs. There's little pups and there's one big pup.
Yeah. oh.
I mean, it's your inaugural first annual monthly Dog of the Week, Dog of the Month award.
Dog of the month for March, April.
It's not great. It's not great. There's a lot of little pups.
There's some shining stars.
I don't like giving an
Amidst a
award
lot of
out,
blackness.
but we have to. We have to. Contractually, we have to.
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to be the little? There's a lot of little pups. There's very few big pups.
Yeah.
We need more big pups.
I'll go first. Producer
That's a
doesn't-
Dusty
All right.
bar. I feel like Dusty would say that. Too
Big-
many little pups.
need
We need
more
some big pups. You
big
know
boys.
what? Before we do this, real quick, I want to give Dusty Baker his roses. A guy who did way more with less. Think about this. No Altuve. You have the offense production of Jose Abreu and Martin Maldonado in the lineup.
Yeah.
You had Jordan get hurt. You had JV not even here. You had all these younger guys. Never 10 games below 500.
No, that's a good point.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
remember where we were at this point last year, but definitely
wasn't 10
this.
games below 500.
It wasn't-
It was
so.
probably
wasn't this.
Just
above
got to give
500.
you got to give DB, a hat tip
Hey,
every
man, that-
single time.
That's just a good manager being a good manager.
Yep.
Just doing good managerial work.
Those guys played for him.
Yep. The
So
guys
it
played-
feels like we're still searching for that right now, and that happens. Like changing of guard, a guy that's been there with the guys for a long time. Now it's like if you became our boss.
I think I can do that though.
There'll be like a learning curve of like,
I
I'm
don't
not
know. I
listening
feel like
to
I feel
Garrett.
like I can do it just right off
I'm
the
not
bat.
listening to Garrett. He's wearing a beanie right now. I'm not listening to him. Ugh. There's a learning curve.
Let's move on, dude.
My dog of the month for March, April is Mr. Jose Altuve.
That's a good pick.
He's on the best start of his career. His on-pace numbers are like beyond MVP. It's like 20-something steals, 40-something bombs, like 40 doubles, like a 1,000+ OPS. Dog of the month for sure for me.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we can't argue.
When
against
your
that.
franchise staple, your franchise guy does this, he deserves it.
I'm about to put you on the spot right here. You're about to choose between both parents. This is tough.
Okay.
About to be Judge Judy. Ready?
Yes.
Renault Blanco. 3-0, 1.7 WAR. Almost matches career WAR in 1 month.
Yeah.
A no-hitter in 38 innings, 36 punchies, a whip under 1, 2.09 ERA for all the ERA nerds out there.
Listen, I was gonna say Ronell. Well, if you pass it over,
All right.
if you pass
I mean-
it over, I was gonna say no, don't do that.
That's totally fine with me.
I was gonna say
think,
Ronell.
I think that's fully deserved.
I
It's
mean-
kind of two.
I think it's the only two options.
Yeah, they're 1A, 1B. They're two different sides of the game, so it's hard to compare exactly.
Yeah.
And I guess because Ronell's position is more like directly associated to wins, like he can help you win the game when he's in there, and we've got half our wins in his starts,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I'll concede. Ronell Blanco, dog of the month.
Also
Dog of the
on Friday's episode, we were talking about next man up mentality, and he's just
He's
this is his
embodiment of
next man up mentality. He wasn't even supposed to be making the starting rotation.
Yeah.
But because of a lot of injuries, he got thrusted in there.
Literally made it the last day.
Best starter in the rotation right now.
Made it the last day. He's the last guy on the roster. He's
He-
our staff ace right now.
Yeah,
He's
so
going to be
it's gotta be Ronell.
an all-star at this point.
I think he might be.
This would be top 5.
If he doesn't fuck anything up, yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5. Is someone not?
No. There's people on the roof right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah.
Just crazy day at the office. You got a party going on, a corporate event. There's
Yeah.
people on the roof.
Let's try to get to that after this. Try to get to that corporate event.
Yeah,
We've done
Let's
it
go in with
before,
our
yeah.
badges.
All right. So
All right, Renault Blanco, the inaugural monthly, weekly Dog of the Week award month.
Congrats, Ronell.
We need-
We'll ship you the.
Yeah,
Little statue.
we'll get the statue over to you. Some Starbucks gift cards, a Big City Wings voucher, So I think we have like a reloadable like Toys R Us card in there.
I think so. We might have a picture of like Jeff
Yeah,
Bagwell.
a picture of us we'll sign
Yeah.
and
You
for him.
like you like K cups? We got a lot of. You like coffee? We got coffee.
You know what we also have?
What?
The new caramelized garlic steak bowls from Sweet Green.
Bingo.
Shout out.
Beep
Look
beep
at
boop boop beep beep boop 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 boop. Old friend, new friend, back to back sponsor friend. Sweet Green is back. Sweet Green health report we'll jump into, but let me first read off what's going on at Sweet Green. Old friend, new friend, we just mentioned Sweet Green. We'll jump into the health report. Josh, you want to pull that up, the health report, after you just show the photos? We got great photos. Jeremy Pena will be posting his content on his page about the new caramelized garlic steak bowls and salads. Game changer for Sweet Green. Introducing steak for the first time. If you haven't been, please go use code Apollo, right? I believe on your app.
Yes. Code
Use-
Apollo or Apollo HOU.
Or Apollo
both of them
HOU.
work.
New protein plate, caramelized garlic steak, a new steakhouse chopped bowl. That bowl has instant favorites with blue cheese, green goddess ranch, and crispy onions. That caramelized garlic steak bowl has spicy broccoli and pesto vinaigrette with some sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and broccoli, along with some couscous. So nice they named it twice. And the salad kale Caesar with steak. It's a classic featuring Caesar shape, crispy parm, speaks for itself. Tomatoes, little lime zest on there as well. Yeah, so they're rolling this out. We'll be talking about it all month. Grass-fed, pasture-raised steak. Go to the nearest Sweet Green near you. And our Sweet Green health report is brought to you, obviously, by Sweet Green.
All right.
A lot of injuries, a lot of.
It's a long list.
It's a long list, but there is a horizon.
Yeah.
There is a positive.
A lot of them-
I feel like I'm a McConaughey in Interstellar when I see the black hole horizon line.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta let yourself go, and
But the thing
and
is shaking.
you're about to tell what's Lars or whatever. What's the robot?
Yeah, Lars.
Is it Lars?
You got grab
Hey,
the
if-
sticks. If I black out.
Yeah, if I black out, yeah. That's a
Yeah.
dude. That's a
I was
good
wa-
pull.
I was watching that last night.
That's a good pull.
All right. Gray Kessinger, right shoulder discomfort. He's beginning a minor league rehab assignment.
Mm.
Christian Javier, neck. He is making a rehab start, I believe, soon. I think they said
He just had one.
Oh, he did one
He
on
just had
Saturday.
one over the weekend.
he went 3 1/3. Looked pretty good. I think they haven't said whether he's going to do another one. I would assume he probably will.
I think they want him back for Detroit.
Yeah,
That is
I
the
think they're-
word on the street.
Yeah, that would make sense. Joe Kuno, he was hurt and traded to the Blue Jays.
For cash considerations.
Yeah. Chaz McCormick, right hamstring discomfort. He is running currently, so he's working it out. I would guess he'd be on a similar timetable to Javier. I don't think he would do a rehab start for a hamstring issue unless he misses more than another, 10 games. Jose Urquidy, he also didn't he throw a bullpen?
He did.
He's got his right forearm strain. His expected return is late May.
Mm.
So we have, let me go through all the May returns going on. Gray Kessinger, Jose Urquidy, Christian Javier, Chaz McCormick. All guys we should be getting back this May.
Hold the line, baby. Hold the line. Also, we have video. Also, we had video footage of Lance McCullers Jr. throwing a bullpen. Throwing another one today. Wednesday, May 8th. I think he's going up to like 15 to 20 pitches, full slope on the mound. As he gets ramped up, we've seen videos of Luis Garcia long tossing and throwing as well. So sometimes you just gotta jump in that horizon black hole and Interstellar and just hope that he come out alive the other side.
His expected return is midseason. Another guy, Penn Murphy, right elbow surgery. His expected return is also midseason. Luis Garcia, TJ, his expected return is midseason.
Just gotta survive.
Oliver Ortega, elbow surgery. He was cold. I think he's going to be cold for us. His expected return is midseason. So, I mean, that's like, what, like 8 guys? 8 potential impact guys that they will be getting back over the summer, over the next, 3 months. So, a lot of guys on the Sweet Green Health Report, but like you said, we can see the horizon. Hopefully, these guys will be coming back here soon.
Well, just like the Astros, everyone loves a good comeback story.
Yeah.
And that's what we have with Sweet Green. Old friend of the program, new friend of the program. Go to Sweet Green, try their new caramelized garlic steak. We tried it. Jeremy Pena tried it. I believe he gave it 11 out of 10.
He did. He still he did a 2-bite challenge.
He did a 2-bite challenge. Garrett, me and you split the protein plate and the salad.
Yes. I also give it an
Josh robbed the store. He left with 5 bowls, dude. He took all the steak. It's good.
I'll take it.
I
It's
also
good.
give it an impossible score. Like
It's
was
good.
Really good.
It's good. I when they told us about it, I was like, okay. When I had it, I was like,
No,
okay,
that steak
that's
hits.
good.
That steak hits.
Play the hits.
Yeah.
So shout out Sweet Green. Glad to have you guys back. And then use code Apollo once again. We'll have all the details in the comments. Shifting quickly to the Yankee series, Astros Yankees, second time this season after being swept. The Astros are looking to exchange that favor back in New York, where they've had a lot of success.
Yep, that's about to say.
Over the last decade. You have Verlander versus Gill tonight. 2 guys that are throwing the ball very, very well. Obviously, one is a seasoned veteran, arguably one of the top 3 right-handed pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yep.
And you have Gill on the Yankee side, who has really emerged as a top arm for them. A lot of punchies.
He's very much in the 3 years ago Brian Abreu mold of, except for they kept him as a starter and he's working it out. He's nasty stuff, but he's a little wild.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work some at bats. I think control's the biggest thing for him, and he's shown over the last month and a half that he has it right now.
Yeah, he's been getting better and better. He's been improving per start. I've been watching him a lot. I've put a lot of
Little prize pickies.
Little prize picks on him, so I've been keeping an eye on him. The thing is, I was looking at team stats. The Astros have been, everybody knows the Astros have been leading a lot of offensive categories. They are in top 5 for hits, I believe. They are number 1 in least amount of strikeouts per game, by a good margin. The Astros don't strike out. Where they've been good in the past is they don't strike out and they walk a lot. This season, they are I think I looked at it 13th in walks.
Wow.
So I think that's been a lot of their downfall this season is they just haven't been – they've been not striking out, but they've been just hitting into outs.
Yeah.
And they haven't been working those walks as much. So hopefully, and I think where they can beat the Yankees tonight is being patient with Gill and making him find his zone and hitting it when he makes a mistake. Yeah,
it's kind of funny. I pulled up the matchups, right? And they have the BBVA, the batters versus the pitchers, and their average. Juan Soto's 0 for 5 in the regular season versus Justin Verlander. But he's probably
season.
10 for 12 in the postseason. It's just really fun. It made me chuckle when you were talking through that. Stanton has notoriously in the past gotten Justin Verlander. He has a career 1,033 OPS, 3 home runs and 20 at bats. He's only batting 200. So that's a battle between OPS and average right there.
Yeah. That means he's hitting the ball hard.
Yeah.
When he hits it.
It's going to be interesting kind of how a Judge, notoriously has touched JV for 2 home runs, but other than that, batting a 190 with a 703 OPS. If you keep those big bats at bay, don't let Juan Soto beat you. I think you go out there and you could send a message in game 1. Obviously, you're going to have a crowd that's going to be loud, a crowd that's going to be chanting Funk Altuve. You can buy that shirt at ApolloHOU.com or ApolloHOU.store.
I hope he hits a leadoff home run.
It's something about the Astros in New York. And we said it about Mexico City getting away. Sometimes maybe they just need to go in a hostile environment and hear it and rally around each other. We've seen it time and time again over the last 10 years and get it going. Obviously, you're still 6 back in the West. It starts with this first this first game with Verlander and Gill, and you have an opportunity to take game one in the series and then go from there. And then I believe you have Ronald Blanco behind Justin Verlander. Is it a Tuesday start?
Arrighetti starting Wednesday against Rodon.
That'll be a good one.
Hot take, I think it's going to be Arrighetti's best start of the season.
The thing with Spencer Arrighetti, and if I ever see him in person, I'm going to tell him this.
Okay.
Dude's got some fuck you moxie to him. Like,
Yeah.
he literally has that kind of starter psycho mentality that you need, and that's
Yeah.
kind of those front end guys have it. That, you know, give me the fucking ball. I want this out. I want to go get this for the guys.
Yeah.
And we can't teach that. It's not an Excel sheet. It's just you're either a dog, you're the big pup, or you're a little pup.
Yeah.
And I definitely think he has it. I think now it's just corralling that a little bit. And there's a lot of times we've seen him go 4 innings. He looks good, has a lot of punchies, but the pitch count was up high. And I think it's just because that he just gets so fucking amped and he empties the tank.
I think
So as he learns and grows, I think it's
Yeah.
going to make him better.
on that, I think starting the day after Justin Verlander faces the same team is so big for him to learn from.
Oh, yeah.
Like having JV, right? You watch him, you're sitting in the dugout watching him carve up this lineup, hopefully. Or if he gets hit around, Justin is the type of guy that can say, here's what I did wrong. Here's what you should do. Like, here's how you should attack Stanton because I missed there. Or here's how I got him. Like, here's what you should do. That's why I'm predicting, a good start for Arrighetti.
And also all the people out there that love the win-losses, right? Aaron Grady's got to have the toughest 0-3 of all time. Like, it's been been just dink, dunk, a run. We don't score. Like,
He's very much fallen under the same trap as Hunter Brown does a lot. And right now it's kind of hard to say like which direction he'll go, but I have hope that he's going to figure it out probably faster than Hunter Brown has.
I think Hunter Brown needs a little, not a study abroad, as I don't want to use an option. I think he can really be a Brad Peacock bridge guy until he figures it out.
I
Like,
think
your
Hunter
fifth-
Brown's. I was thinking about it the other day because remember I said that about a few pods ago. His best role is in the Seth Martinez role.
Yeah, and maybe give Seth to get into that 6-inning role, kind of a higher leverage role. He's
Like right under Montero.
right under Montero. If Montero's used, you can use Seth there. I think maybe also give Seth a breather. Seth has pitched, I feel like, every other game.
He's got to be up there top for the Astros.
So there's real questions that need to be answered with HB, and he has the stuff. It just feels like it's a dink, it's a walk,
Yeah,
it's another hit by pitch, and then a CNI single, 2 score, and then a ball in the gap, 2 score. Now you're chasing 4. Like it's this Murphy law, and it for Hunter Brown it's been going for a while, but for the Astros it just feels like this Murphy law where anything can go wrong will, and we just see it in real time. It's almost like a car like on a train, and you see the train coming and like hits the back end of the car, and you're just like, why was he parked right there? Like, why did he not just scoot up? Like, you just see it all in slow motion. You just can't look away, and that's what it feels like. And so it's gonna turn. It has to turn, or you have a really hard conversation and you do a hard reset for 2025. And we could talk about that later, but those are your only two. It's either turns or it doesn't. And so you just got to keep trying to stack wins and stack series because the AL West hasn't really pulled away. Also, like, just the human side of baseball, and we saw this a whole case study last year. You had the Astros storm back, chase down the division, and you just like, oh, we did it. And they just excelled. Thank goodness you had Minnesota in round 1. But then you had to get back up for, like, you so much. You, like, almost like adrenaline dump, that dopamine went after, and you like, it's hard to get it back up. So in this stretch, I think the Astros really just got to sustain a pattern of just winning, just tacking, just hey, we're just gonna hit a single here, we're gonna hit a single here. The home run's gonna come. You can't hit a home run and make up 15 games. You just can't. So it starts with one, because if you have that mentality of like, all right, we gotta run 12, and then you start doing the math. By the time you actually hit those goals, and they will, you're exhausted, and then you just fall back into it, and and then you're like, this team's dead in the water. Yeah, this team. Yeah, so. It's a really fine line. It's a thin needle. Gosh, they made it hard on themselves. Made it hard on me.
Hey, we'll know what great baseball teams do, and great baseball teams climb out of holes like this. So if we are truly a great baseball team, which we all think we are, we'll find out what we can do it or not.
You know what? I like that. You know what? Even sometimes you gotta dig a foxhole.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to prepare for what's coming down. Maybe that's all the Astros are doing. They're preparing. Yeah, maybe a little rope-a-dope, a little ollie. Look, this is the championship rounds, baby. You could throw all your haymakers. You throw all those uppercuts. You can hit me. I'll be on the ropes.
Yeah.
Look, by the 10th round, the 11th round,
you're tired.
There's a
You
storm
can't pick your
coming.
arms up anymore.
I'm back. I'm so back.
Yeah.
World Series back on. World
Just
Series
like that-
back on.
Just like that, we're back.
Just like
in.
that, we're back. We're just rope-a-doping.
The vibes were not vibing like a few seconds ago,
yeah.
but now, hey.
We're rope-a-doping,
Look at those
baby.
smiles. Look at those smiles.
I know. Just cheesing.
Ronel Blanco starting Game 3 against Stroman.
That's a good matchup.
It's all three.
It's a good matchup.
I think the Yankees are probably looking at this as, all right, we win Game 2 and hopefully take one of the other games because Arrighetti. But I think Arrighetti's going to come out and surprise them.
I like it.
I want to sweep. All this talk about like, oh, just chip away, chip. I want to sweep. I want to sweep the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. I'm sorry, but I
For sure.
I
Who
think it-
doesn't?
Don't apologize,
I think
man.
it could, I think it
speak
can
your
happen.
truth.
I think it can happen.
It's on the internet. It's not like it's clipped forever. Be used against you.
Switzerland, you can't use
Yeah,
that.
Switzerland.
Can't,
Yeah,
can't use it.
can't- clip.
Yeah, and then we have the Tigers this weekend, which we will talk about on Friday. You and Brian have a score to settle.
Yeah, we are. It's officially under protest, but I'm going to be a man of my word. If you're tuning in or you didn't see it, a month and a half ago, I said Jose Abreu can get to a 615 OPS?
620.
620 OPS.
I think.
And he
He did not.
DFA to West Palm Beach. So I truly believe that since the bet didn't run its full course and I didn't have the opportunities, truly maybe the front office sandbagged me a bit to pay this bet. They sent him away. And I mean, he could have had a great last week. He could have been like AL Player of the Week and got his OPS to 620. So
Maybe.
the world may never know. I will be paying my bet to Brian Lima from 790. You can catch him at 6 to 10 a.m. every Monday through Friday on the Sean Salisbury Show. To say iHeart Media, hey Alexa, play Brian Lima, and they'll play it. I can't believe I have to pay this bet to Brian.
We might talk about I have an idea for a potential. Obviously, you're going to pay out and everything, but a potential add-on to the bet for a sequel. So we'll talk about that Friday.
It's a good teaser.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We may be filming on location, trying to figure that out. So Perry's, answer my emails.
Just an app or two. Seafood stuff, mushrooms, lobster bisque. Call it a day. And that
Are you
was
asking?
our
Are you
episode.
asking for apps?
He's
Are you
trying-
asking-
he's trying to,
Are
like-
you asking for apps right now?
No, dude. No,
He's trying to worm his way
You're
in
asking
there.
for apps. He's asking for apps.
He's like, hey, I'm here too.
Fucking order the seafood tower. Go crazy, kid.
who knows? I might be in the table next to y'all. I'll be like, y'all are here. Oh, y'all want to?
We
You want
should
to
do the
move the
Batman,
tables together? Y'all want to move the tables
Yeah.
together?
The Batman bit where we don't say any words to each other. We just will
Yeah.
head nod.
I won't give y'all a nod. I'll be like, what are y'all eating on over here? Like, what do y'all have?
Oh.
Some bread?
Well, thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you, Jose Abreu. Thank you to our sponsors, yes. Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Today is Tuesday, so 2 for Tuesday, Burger Wednesday, and Crawfish Wednesday. I think they're the only place in the city where you can get affordable crawfish. Thursday, boneless executive nuggets, 2 for You like that? You like that phrase? You like that phrasing right there?
Nuggets.
Executive Nuggets.
All right.
Twofer on Thursdays. Beer specials going. I think they're still running the $1.50 Michelob Ultra happy hour pricing. We know John B
has been
is just
utilizing that.
he has a straw in the keg and Ito, and so find a nearest location to you. I guarantee you could throw a baseball and there's a Big City Wings near you and your family. So tell them the Apollo Boys sent you, and then Sweet Green Health Report, Sweet Green garlic caramelized steak, caramelized garlic steak. New bowls. Use code Apollo. You get a discount. We'll have all the details in the comments.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jeremy here.
The boys did the video. I was there looking pretty with the third camera. It's probably going to be equivalent to what's that movie that everyone thought that was real in the forest with the camcorder? Yeah, that was in the footage. It was a little shaky. I didn't have a
It's gonna
stabilizer.
look like we found it on Apollo Rocks in the woods or something. It's like the ISO is
like-
probably off, and it's probably like grainy and underlit. Like
It's probably not my best. I'm just gonna get out in front of it.
everyone starts somewhere, man. Everyone starts somewhere. We all did it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put a little clip of it right here. Oh shit! That was crazy.
That's ugly. That's mean.
No, I'm gonna throw it on. I'm gonna throw it on.
Okay.
Right between us, right here.
Leave us a comment. Tell me how great my video was.
Yeah. And,
Like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Give that 5-star review, and we will see y'all Friday. Go Stros.
Go Stros.
Wash out shows.
Love you guys.